What up, crypto warriors and social crypto? Back at it again. Today is Monday, the 19th of April, 2021. Yes, Bitcoin is still trending downwards, although we have recovered from that 52K bottom yesterday, and we are, trending. Let's count it sideways, right? But we have some coins that are still pumping. However, this is a great opportunity to be picking up your favorite projects, buy the dip, so to speak. Not financial advice, of course. Do what you want with your own money. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so there you have it. Past 24 hours, still in the red. Doge is still pumping, and VeChain in the green a little bit, pumping over the week. Solana is still pumping, and we're going to get into some of those stories as to why they might be pumping or not. Here it is. Let's get into it. So we have coming from Bitcoin.com. South Korean city threatens to seize cryptos from tax evaders. So we're seeing a lot of crackdown right now throughout the world when it comes to crypto and taxes. If you know you're making gains and you have to, I don't even know how it works, right? Because if you're not, from what I understand, and I'm speaking here in the U.S., I'm no tax professional myself, of course, but I'm just speaking about from experience when filing taxes. If you didn't sell, then you have nothing to file. So if I'm not selling anything, right, and I'm just stacking, then why are they, quote unquote, trying to hunt down, tax evaders, when we know that if you're not selling it, right, back into fiat, then why should you pay taxes? But again, speak to your own tax professionals when it comes to this. But crypto tax evasion is becoming a hot potato for the authorities in some Asian countries such as Japan and South Korea. South Korean city is now actively fighting against tax evaders who are suspiciously reported meager earnings in their filings. Now, I'd like to see them come and get those cryptos, because as we know, cryptocurrencies, if you have them on your own personal hardware wallet, nobody could get them. As long as you have that seed phrase in your brain or written down securely someplace, they can't get it from you. So good luck with that, with seizing, and I'm throwing up air quotes here, seizing cryptos from these so-called tax evaders. This is just straight up BS. We all know that they can't seize your cryptos from you if it's not on a centralized exchange, right? If it's not, the only place they could seize it from is from a centralized exchange, where the government could ask them to fork over, no pun intended, but fork over those cryptos that you have on an exchange. But yeah, we are engaged in the various dispositions of arrears to collect arrears for high quality delinquents. Yeah, man, they are coming after people, and they have, according to this article, 511 individuals that they are specifically targeting. I'm sorry if you hear the phone ringing in the background. I keep getting these robocalls from these scammers saying that I owe, or not that I owe, but that my Amazon account has fraudulent activities, and they keep trying to get me to have them log in to my account. It's just so stupid. Be careful of scammers, all right? Be careful of scammers from calling on your phone. Be careful of scammers that are in the comment section. Just watch out for all scammers. And I noticed I started getting these calls. I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but I noticed that I started getting these calls more frequently after I put my number on the do not call list. So again, be careful of where you put your numbers, all right? Because it's a central point of attack. It's a quote unquote government website. However, it's a central point of attack, and people know that they could hack into that government website to get people's numbers, all right? So just be careful of where you're leaving your information. And no, Amazon will not be calling you to verify that you spent $729.99. All right, next. We saw Coinbase. Coinbase CEO sold $291.8 million in shares on opening day. Now, this is one of the FUD articles that was out over the weekend saying that the C-suite, saying people that were holding shares in Coinbase for a very long time were selling off their shares, and that's the cause, or one of the main causes for that Bitcoin downtrend over the weekend. But this, to me, is just showing that, yes, the early investors, they're going to take profits. There's nothing wrong with people taking profits, all right, in my eyes. If he's a co-founder and CEO, he's been in Coinbase since he founded it, right? Since 2011, he started working on this company, started working on it, you know, so he has all these shares. Why not take some profits? Why not take a little off the top to basically live life? I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with early investors, you know, quote unquote, dumping on people getting in on the shares now. It's their business, and they are just taking a little off the top. So just more for the article out there trying to, again, separate you from your Bitcoin and cryptos. Yeah, so, and it's only 1.5% of his holdings. It's not like he dumped the whole thing, all right? It's not like, you know, don't get me wrong. I do not like the high fees that they charge over there at Coinbase. I do not like Brian Armstrong. I don't know him personally, but I don't like what he's shown to the community, all right? From trying to fork Bitcoin, from, you know, with the fork wars, and always on the wrong side of history, and not being out there for the community, all right? So I don't like him in that sense, but the fact that it's his company and he's only selling 1.5% to make almost $300 million, there's nothing wrong with that, all right, in my eyes. Next. All right, trader who predicted Bitcoin crash says epic bounce to 70K imminent. So this is the trader that called for, when we hit almost 65K last week, he called for a drop down to in the low 50s, and he was, you know, right on target. So he's calling for now a bounce to 70K. So again, this might be an opportunity for you to buy the dip, so to speak. So he's calling for a big bounce to 70K, and it's imminent. And if you want to give him a follow, he's over there on Twitter, and he has over 128,000 followers. So yeah, he's calling for a big bounce to 70K soon. So it could be coming this week, next week. Be on the lookout. All right. Next, this is again from the Daily Hodl. All right. Now another analyst is saying that Dogecoin has the strongest chart in crypto, predicts Litecoin and Ethereum rival Solana poised for big rallies. So far, he is correct. He, she, they, that person is correct on 2 out of the 3 calls. Not bad. All right, so we're seeing Dogecoin rallying right now, and Solana right now. Litecoin right now didn't get that so much of that pump from that hype, but we might see it start to pump. And again, this might be a good entry point because he's calling for a good pump in Litecoin. So again, you know, not financial advice. Come over here, read these articles, and check it out according to the charts. If you think that he might be correct on that Litecoin pump that should be coming soon. All right, so 26% down over the past 3 days. So yeah, we could see it go to $400 pretty soon, according to him. And he's calling for $1 imminent for Dogecoin right now. So we're seeing 2 out of 3 pumping right now on his call, and we'll see what happens. And last but not least, coming from Cointelegraph, China, or Chinese central bank, praises Bitcoin and stablecoin in another unanticipated event that is arguably yet to be fully appreciated by the market. And as always, when we have these great fundamental news coming out about Bitcoin, it doesn't pump. But the slightest FUD, and then the bottom falls out from underneath it. But we're seeing great fundamental news coming out about Bitcoin, and it's not pumping right now. All right, so the market isn't appreciating it. China has given an unprecedented stamp of approval to cryptocurrency as an investment alternative. Speaking at a conference organized by CNBC, Li Bao, deputy governor of the People's Bank of China, broke ranks to validate both Bitcoin and stablecoins. So he's talking about a Bank of China, all right, the central bank of China. So when he's speaking, he didn't give a disclaimer and say, hey, these are my own views. He's saying we. Pay attention to that. We regard Bitcoin and stablecoins as crypto assets. These are investment alternatives, he said. These are investment alternatives. Again, pay attention to that. The comments are surprising, as despite being a center of Bitcoin mining activity, China has had a blanket ban in place on trading and transacting in cryptocurrencies since September 2017. Although you can't trade it, right? They still allow you to have it as an investment tool. So again, pay attention to what they're doing, not what they're saying. Well, he's saying a lot right here. Okay, but every country that has that's banned Bitcoin eventually reverses that ban. You simply cannot be competitive in the 21st century economy without it. Charles Edwards, founder of investment firm Caprio, responded, China is playing 4D chess. Touche right there. All right, China is playing 4D chess. The last 3 days have made very clear they still dominate global mining, slowly, then all at once. USA, we have to catch up. USA regulators, we have to catch up. Stop trying to overregulate it and make it so that we are falling behind. Let's discuss it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. It's Sergeant Crypto. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button, and notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Please stay away from the scammers in the comment section. It's Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. Peace.